My family's been selling Fords for 4 generations. Transits that meet all transportation safety standards with 8 to 15 passenger capacity and 3 roof heights.
F-Series pickups and big Ford trucks like the F450 through 750.
Mid-10 Ford is your business truck expert, specializing in custom upfits and commercial lines of credit to meet your business needs.
Our Power Stroke Diesel Parts and Service Center make Mid-10 Ford your Ford Commercial Vehicle Center.
Let our family take care of your family here at Mid-10 Ford.
All right, Brandy, I've got Brandy Carmichael with me. Brandy, this is the second annual Matt Carmichael tournament. Can you tell me how many boats we had this morning?
Yes, sir. We had 40 boats sign up this morning, and we're so very grateful. It's a little down from last year, but we're battling the weather and a lot of wind. But we're just really grateful, and grateful to all the fishermen who've come out to fish.
Well, this event isn't more or less about the tournament. It's more or less about the fundraiser. This money's going to be going where?
It goes to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital Pastoral Care Program. The program became very important to my husband and myself when we lost our young son. When the doctors couldn't do anything else, that's when those folks stepped in, and they have walked beside our family for the last 17 months.
Well, that's a real sad incident, but I got to meet your son prior to that, and but what I need to know is why Hunter isn't here participating. He's out fishing.
Well, listen, a pretty day like today, why would he be up here when he could be fishing? That's what he'd tell me. So he does a really great job of putting together a lot of the other tournament auction items and that kind of thing, and coordinating with the Marina, and he does all that stuff behind the scenes, and so he leaves it to me and the rest of our volunteers that can help out with the rest of it.
Well, he said he was going to be up here, and then he snuck out and went fishing, but I mean, that's okay, because usually when I'm talking to Hunter, he's on the bus sleeping or up texting and traveling, but he does travel a whole lot, doesn't he?
He does, usually about every week, and that's tough. It's a tough life. He goes to the chiropractor a lot.
Well, I seen the bunks he was sleeping in last year on the bus. They happened not to be here this year. What time, tell me about the festivities we're having. We got some jumping things out here.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Herb, last year at the tournament weigh-in, we had about 300 people show up. And I was really surprised. It was the first time that I'd ever seen a tournament weigh-in. And I thought, you know, I saw all of these women. I saw wives and children standing around. You know, they're cheering their fellas on. But I thought, you know, what a great opportunity to include them in the process. And so that said, my sister and I really jumped, my family, we just really jumped at the opportunity to include other people and the wives and the children. So we have bounce houses, we have obstacle courses, we have snow cone machine, cotton candy, popcorn, the whole shebang. A sort of a mini carnival, but it gives something for the kids to do and allows them to be a part of the day as well as their dads.
Well, it gives back to the kids, because that's what it's basically about, is kids.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you for taking time with me, and I wanted to catch you early before it got real busy, but it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Mr. Herb. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here, and we just look forward to many years to come. It'll get bigger and bigger every year.
All right, folks, so there you go. That's Brandy Carmichael, this is Hunter's wife. Thank you so much.
Hunter's better half.
Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, you said it. Okay. Thank you, Hunter.
Absolutely.
I've got Lindsay Plum with Vanderbilt. You're here participating in this event today?
Yes, we're very honored to be a recipient of the proceeds from today's fishing tournament. Brandy and Hunter and their family have decided to donate some of the proceeds from today's event to benefit other families and children that we serve here.
Well, this looks like it's Children's Miracle Network Hospital. Now that's at Vanderbilt?
That's right. Vanderbilt Children's Hospital was one of the founding members of the Children's Miracle Network, and this network is comprised of 170 of children's hospitals all across the country who are they're nonprofit children's hospitals and really serving all of the significant and major children's illnesses and helping children get better and healthier on their way.
Well, Vanderbilt's done a whole lot for children anyway, so, but I'm really glad you come out and spend time. I hope you have a good time today. Do I expect you to be in any of these jumpy houses today?
Oh, there's something for everyone. This is such a fabulous event. We've got a fantastic silent auction. We've got the bouncy things for all the kids to play in. We've got treats, snacks, and just really something for everyone. And we're looking forward to a great fishing tournament and competition, so I can't wait to see who brings in the biggest fish today.
Well, I want to talk to you before it got real crazy around here, and it will be later on, but thank you so much for taking time to talk to me.
Really appreciate your support and for being out here with us today.
Thank you,
means
ma'am.
a lot. Thank you.
I'm going to, for sure.
Put your feet up for what?
I'm going to put my feet up high in the air because they're swelling.
Oh, they're
We
swelling.
are very blessed. Hunter and I are 7 months pregnant, and so we are having a baby girl in July.
Really? Oh, I'm so excited for
Mr.
that.
Herb, don't think you didn't notice this.
Listen, I want to talk to you about something. Tell me, let's go back. Tell me how you and Hunter met.
Oh my heavens! Should I really tell you?
Well, sure. I mean, if it's real bad, I can. If Hunter's got enough money, I'll edit it out.
Hunter and I met in college. He was out playing guitar with a friend of his, and I was the designated driver for some girlfriends of mine who were graduating. I was not fortunate enough to be graduating with them. I had another semester, so I said, y'all go out, have a good time. My roommates convinced Hunter and his duo partner that night that I should get on stage and sing. And as of June 3rd of this year, it is 16 years later.
Really?
Yep.
Hunter and Jacob Jewell and all of them were here a few years ago. We were doing a big benefit, raise money here, and we filmed it. And then he invited us to come out. He said, "You sing."
I do. I've spent a great deal of my life as a nomad and traveling and playing music. And music is really what brought Hunter and I together. But
Well, that's a special talent in itself there. But we got invited to come see you somewhere on Broad, and by the time we figured out where it was too late. And of course, I told Hunter later, I said, if we're going somewhere, you need to drive me to where we're going, because I'm not good downtown. But I wanted to find out how you and Hunter met and go in to talk about that.
Yep, and he's a good dude. I could not be more blessed, honestly. Don't tell him I said so.
So we should edit this part out and hold it for later.
That's right.
All righty. But now, are you still singing? Are you still performing downtown?
I do not sing anymore. For me, it's been really difficult. Singing is something that I did with my child. And maybe one day.
Well, maybe one day you can. Maybe if we could talk to somebody bring a guitar, because I'd love to hear you sing. Because Hunter said you got a beautiful voice.
Hunter and I have discussed adding a portion to the Matt Carmichael Fund activities, and possibly putting together some performances of some friends of ours. Hunter works in the music industry, as you know, and we've been very fortunate to meet a lot of great people along the way, and we are hoping to be able to add a music segment to that. So you never know, I could surprise myself, and maybe one day.
Well, I wanted to get it in how y'all were back now. Back at the time y'all was dating, did he court you pretty good? Was he real polite when he was courting you?
I did everything I could to get rid of him, and he never went away. Honestly, I did not want to love him, but I couldn't help it.
Really?
Honestly.
Now did he go to your mom and daddy and ask permission to court you before we started?
Okay, now listen, true story. Hunter, I'm sorry, you're going to be embarrassed. So my dad spent 30 years as a UPS man. And it was just before Christmas of 2007, and my dad gets a phone call on his phone, and it's Hunter. And Hunter said, "Mr. Johnny, I'd like to ask you a question, see if, maybe you could entertain the thought of me being your son-in-law." They went through the whole spiel, and my dad said, "Son, welcome to the family. I'm a UPS man. I got packages to deliver. We got to talk about this later." So I guess that was my daddy's way of welcoming Hunter into the family. But there's no doubt about it. I am truly blessed. My husband and my dad are good friends. And I have a really, really great support network of people who care about me, and I care about them.
Well, I had to ask you. I want to make sure Hunter went about it appropriately.
He absolutely
because
did.
when I started dating my wife, I had to go get permission before I could court her.
That's right.
And I just want to make sure he was following, the same state.
But he could do the dishes more times every now and then. He could do dishes a few extra times.
I'm not going to comment on that because I don't even cook in my house. But thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome, Mr. Herb.
All right, we'll see what that looks like, and we might edit it. Ma'am, what's your name?
Raynell Dyer.
And what do you do, ma'am?
I'm the chaplain at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
Oh, you've got a busy job.
I do have a busy job, a wonderful job, but a busy job.
I imagine you get to meet a lot of fine folks, don't you?
I do, absolutely. Lots of wonderful patients and families and lots of great staff that we work with as well.
Well, I'm glad you come out to benefit this help with the max size bass tournament today.
Absolutely.
Is this your first time here?
It is. It is. I didn't know about it last year.
Really, it was really real big last year, and there was a lot of participants here. And this year they brought in some games and stuff for the kids.
Well, I can tell you how I'm connected. We met the Carmichael family at the time of Mac's death, and they have circled back around in a real generous way to help us provide some chaplain coverage at night. Until recently, we've not had overnight coverage for emergencies, and they are making that possible. And a lot of things happen at night that are difficult for patients and families, and because of the Carmichael's love for Mac and generosity and kindness and hearts of compassion, we now have chaplains who are available to come in during the weeknights and spend time offering pastoral care and spiritual support to patients and families who are in crisis.
That's really nice.
Absolutely, we are thrilled and thankful.
Well, ma'am, I hope you have a good time. Am I going to see you in one of these bumpy houses over here?
You know, I don't know about that. I kind of wish I was out on a boat. My daddy taught me to bass fish before I could walk, I think. So this is fun stuff to be around fishermen, fishing with them.
Well, I wish I'd known that earlier. I'd have got you hooked up with some of the local pros, and you could have went out and caught you some fish today.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. We'll do it. Thank you for spending time talking to us.
Thank you. Nice to visit with you. Thank you.
Well, I've got my friend Bill Hunter with me. Bill, how'd you do today?
Well, I caught 9 or 10 fish, but they were mostly small fish, and I threw them back. And, you know, this is a benefit tournament for a great cause, and Brandy and Hunter are just special people. We love them to death, and we just hope that it turns out real great for the cause at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
Well, I think it will. But, hey, I wanted to ask you something. St. Marina is hosting this event and allowed these folks to come down here and have a good time. But since I don't bass fish, can you walk me through some of these right here and tell me what you think about them and how you would fish them?
Yeah, these shellcracker jigs are just excellent when you're fishing in areas where there's a lot of rock. The head of the jig is shaped in such a way that it'll come through the rock or come over the rock without hanging up a lot. And it's just an outstanding jig that HOPPY'S got.
I know he set me up a bunch of them. These are HOPPY'S lures made right here in Old Hickory, Tennessee, by fishermen, for fishermen. But since I don't bass fish, that was a shell cracker. This is what's that?
Rattling brush jig. Yeah.
Now, how do you fish that one?
Well, that's just a little bit different. You fish that more in grass. The head is designed where it'll come through grass real easy. So one's for rock and one's for grass, and they do make a difference. This rattling brush jig will hang up in rock.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the shell cracker will come through the rocks easier than this one will, right?
That's correct.
So they just bounce around the bottom and like a hunt for food, and big bass come by and get them, right?
That's correct. Most of the time you'll put a trailer on, and a soft plastic trailer of some nature, and there's all kinds of them out there, all different colors, and but these are great ones.
Well, I figured as much fishing knowledge as you have, you could explain to me what all these are for.
Well, this is a good time to throw the jig. Fish are in transition right now. They're moving from the spawning beds out to the ledges, and I noticed today a lot of guys were out on the ledges throwing the big crankbaits, and some guys are still fishing shallow. I kind of sort of fish some shallow and some deep, and I lost a couple of good fish, but fishing's tough right now.
Fishing's tough. Well, Bill, thanks for taking time to talk to us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Herb. Y'all have a great day.
All right, Bill Hunter, thank you. I'm back for a minute. We do want to thank HOPPY'S Lures and St. Marina and HOPPY'S Harbor and Grill for hosting this event, allowing these folks to come out and set this tent up, and these rides out here for these kids. This is the second annual of this, of the Hunter Carmichael max size bass tournament, and I just really wanted to thank St. Marina for hosting this event. Thank you. All right, sir, what's your name?
Joe McConnell.
Joe McConnell. Have you got both of us in pretty good? Joe needs to slide up a little bit. I need to slide back. Is that good? What's your name again, sir?
Joe McConnell.
And where you from?
Murfreesboro, Nashville area.
Did you, how many fish you catch today?
We caught quite a few, just all little ones. We ended up with 10 pounds. You know, it's nothing big.
But you had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Hunter out there anywhere today?
No, not until we came in. He was sitting out here fishing.
Sitting out here fishing. Well, you ever fish any of these lures here?
I do.
Which one of these do you fish? Can you tell me a little bit about them? I've got the stroker.
Yeah, the stroker's good.
What's the stroker good for?
Anything. Largemouth or smallmouth.
I don't bass fish, so I don't know, but I do know HOPPY'S lures manufactures these in Old Hickory, and I didn't know if you've ever fished any of these or not.
Largemouth or smallmouth bite them things.
Oh, did you, how many boats was in this today?
32.
Okay, and you weighed in, and what did you weigh in?
10 pounds, 1041, something like that.
That sounds like that'd be pretty close top, ain't it?
Huh?
You think that's toward the top right now?
Oh, no. There's already 12 pounds in front of us.
Oh, shucks. Well, all righty. Sir, thanks for taking time to talk to him. I appreciate it.
So much
Thank you
for coming out and supporting this amazing.
All right, sir, what's your name?
Nobuyuki Terajima.
And I know you fished this event today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you get a bunch of fish?
I got a bunch of fish, but had to get the keeper. But we got 5 fish today.
5 fish today. Have you weighed them in?
No, yeah, I bring it.
You getting ready to weigh them? Well, we appreciate you fishing. It's a good fundraiser for Vanderbilt and Hunter Carmichael.
Yes, I glad to fish here.
Well, I hope you do good when you come across them scales. Thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, looks like we got Jacob Jewell coming in to weigh in some fish. I don't know what he's going to weigh in yet, but we're going to check him out.
Boat 10, Jacob Jewell. And his daddy. We got a big one over here, Jacob. We got a smallmouth. One smallmouth. I'm sure that's not all he has. A lively smallmouth. 384. And we got a big largemouth. He's going to try a big largemouth. 2.98. We got 3 fish for Jacob. Jacob, come on over here, son. 8.69, 869. Jacob, when you get done here, Herb would like to speak with you if you would like. I knew you'd volunteer freely. $4.37 on big smallmouth. That's all, and that's just overweight. That's all he had. About 30. What's your boat number, John? 35. About 35. All right. 408. Just a little shy on big smallmouth.
Hey there. How you come sit in my lap?
You want to see him?
Sit in my lap.
We're going for smallest.
You got pretty good sound. Hey Jacob, how you doing?
Doing good today. How you?
I'm good. We had a lot of fun up here. We got to interview Hunter's wife earlier, and I told her I wouldn't share it with everybody. You gonna hold that? Talk to Daddy? Look at here.
I'm high.
Say hi.
Don't eat it.
I don't care. It ain't gonna hurt.
Say hi.
How many did y'all have out there today?
We had the fish talking about it. How many boats? I want to say it's a little over 40. I can't remember the exact number, but pretty good turnout. I think a few people paid that wasn't here, so that was pretty good. So we had a tough day, man. We caught everything today that we got, but it's just bites were few and far between.
Well, That's all right, 'cause I know when you get done, you know, when the money's going back to you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
a video with...
We had a good time, man. It was tough fishing, but we had a good day with my dad, so that's all I could ask for.
You can't ask much better than that right there. Well, thank you for coming up here and talking to us. I'm really glad for you.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
All right. Now, what?
That's Sloan. This is Sloan. This is my new addition. Oh, yeah.
Thank you right here.
She's my good one. Come on, being a little fishing buddy.
Well, 44, 1244. Goodbye, Joe.
Hey folks, before we go any further, I want you to give Chris Sykes right here behind the scales a big round of applause. This is his second year out here. He's all about it.
Thank you, sir.
And I want you to give a big round of applause. There's more coming in, but all these fish.
What's your name?
Rob Kennedy.
Rob Kennedy. You got both those sitting pretty good. Rob, what y'all, who was your fishing partner today?
Got it. Carl Appelt.
Did y'all bring in 5 fish today?
We did. We had about 13 and a half.
Oh, really? That's pretty good right there. Was it pretty rough out there with the wind and stuff?
Yes, absolutely. It wasn't too bad early this morning. About 10 o'clock, it got real rough. And then actually it laid down a little bit this afternoon, but we ran out of time. So we just never had a big fish, but we probably caught 8 or 9 keepers, called a couple times. So we had a good time. It was slow, but steady.
Well, this is a good fundraiser for Vanderbilt, Matt Carmichael Fund for the Children's Hospital. So that's what it's all about anyway.
Yeah, we fished it last year. We'll fish it every year. It was a great event. Probably the funnest tournament I've ever been involved in, just to watch everybody give their money back. Last year it was neat.
That was pretty good. It was good. Well, thanks for taking time talking to us. Appreciate it.
Good to see you, buddy.
Evan Petit. Get a big smallmouth. Yeah, Brian Carper has a guide service here on Percy Creek. Anybody ever needs to get out and have fun, Brian's your man. 429. No, that's big smallmouth, 429. Boat number 11. 429. And here's their fish.
I ain't weighed in yet. I got a seat for you. Huh? Look at what I got right here.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm good today. How are you?
I'm good. I like that blue shirt right there.
Well, you got a nice shirt on today, too. I like your shirt, too.
But what's been going on with you?
Oh, man, just been trying to catch a few fish.
Well, I saw on Facebook that you've been teaching Sky how to catch some fish, or is he the net man?
He does a good job with that net.
I bet he does. He's a good net man, ain't he?
He's a good guy. We have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot, and that's what's important.
Well, it is. He's fun to be around. What'd y'all do out here today?
We're still in line to weigh in. We got a 5 smallmouth that weighs somewhere between 18 and 20 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Good sack today. Last week didn't do much good, but I mean, you can't do good every day.
No, every time you get on the lake, you're going to do good. I got a lot of confidence in you. And
you're mighty kind, Herb. You're mighty kind.
I'm glad you come out to support this fundraiser for Vanderbilt and Hunter Carmichael.
Great cause. Great cause. It sure is. It's a wonderful time when fishermen can all join together for a good cause like that.
I will need your picture with this fish after.
Well, I'm excited to see what you weigh in.
Well, me too. We'll just sit here and cross our fingers and see what happens.
There you go. Well, thank you for taking time to talk to me.
Thank you for talking to me. I hope I see you soon here in a little while, Herb.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Oh, here comes the stick. Here comes the stick. Where's the other stick? Where is he? There he is. Come here, son. Good to see you. You know, every year that we have a benefit tournament, you always show up. That's how much dedication you have.
Well, I like people to begin with, and I like to talk a lot. And then I like to fish.
Good. I'm glad, because as soon as you get done, Herb's dying to see you. Well, you're going to have another one. Ah, we got a big fish. Big smallmouth. Well, that figures, right? Good job, man. 5 smallmouth. The Smallmouth are alive and well.
Pause it a second.
And this will do it.
Turn it back on.
5:32. That's good brown fish.
I want to see his total
It's
weight.
pretty bad when they have to check and see if they got bigger one or not. I'm following you for next weekend. All right, we got one deceased. One dead fish. Oh, you're closer than I am. All right, for the penalty, 1990.
1990. That's a bunch right there. So you had a bunch of fun. You guessed that pretty close, didn't you?
Yeah, we ended up with 1980 something worth of smallmouth, 5 of them. Had a good day. Smallmouth coming off bed to start biting again.
Well, that's good. Well, you're just close when you come in on it, though. I just want to tell you that right there.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I guess a lot of time on the water, you can guess them pretty close, can't you?
You sure can. Well, thank you very much for fishing this.
Thank you, Herb. I appreciate it, brother.
All right. I got Brian Carper with me. Brian, tell me what you done today.
Well, we had 11.5 pounds, a little shy of what we wanted, but we were glad to make it out and support this event. It's a great cause, and even if we win it all, everybody's winner here came out and supported. So we're glad we're all here, and looks like we have a good turnout.
Well, it was a big turnout. Now, this is Brian Carper. Now, Brian, you do a guide service out here in Percy also, don't you?
I do. This is our 13th year doing bass and crappie, and we do a little hybrid too now. But people jump in the boat, and we just take them. They don't need any gear, and we knock them out. We do about 500 a year, trying to make people happy.
Well, if somebody wanted to contact you, how do they do that?
The easiest is just go to briancarper.com or Google Percy Priest Fishing. I'll pull up.
There you go. Well, thank you for taking time to talk to us, Brian.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being here.
There you go. Thank you. Look at this little lady here. Are you having fun?
We're having a great time. Some big fish out here today.
Well, there's a lot of fishermen starting to show up and it's getting a little crowded. Isn't it exciting?
It's so wonderful. It's such a great day for the Mac Carmichael Fund and for all of us today. Thank you.
Have you been over there in the jumpy houses?
We've seen all the kids jumping and jumping high. They're having a big time today. Yes, thank you.
Thanks for stopping by and talking to me.
Thank you.
All right.
What's your name?
Tim James.
Tim James.
Yep.
What'd you do today?
1376.
There you go. Did we have
Well, it was glad you came out to support Hunter Carmichael's fundraising event for Vanderbilt.
Good people.
Good people, a lot of fun.
Yep. A lot of fun. Always a good excuse to fish anyway.
That's
Everything
right.
is.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks for coming by and talking to me.
All right. Thank you, Herb.
All right, we're rolling. What's your name, sir?
John Dickerson.
Well, that's right. I've heard that name before. Don't know where, but by Facebook.
Yeah.
Did y'all fish today and have a good time?
Yeah, had a real good time. Caught a bunch of fish. Caught a lot of short fish.
Well, it was good to come out to support Hunter Carmichael on this fundraiser.
Yes, sir. He's a great guy, great family, and for a great cause.
Well, who we got sitting down at this end?
I don't know who that guy is.
What's your name, sir?
John Hurt.
Brian Carper.
Here I've got John Hurt too on Facebook over here with me. What'd you do today?
Brian Carper's worth
Caught 3 little old fish. That was it.
Well,
If he could have weighed his fish in that he had on, we'd have had big fish, but a long shot. He had a buffalo on as long as I was tall.
Well, it was good to come out to support this event for Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Hunter's he's a great guy, great family, and this is all for a great cause.
Well, it's fun to be around him. I got to catch him in a minute, but thanks a lot for talking to us, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Mud Puppy, what'd you do today?
We ended up with 1177. Not, end up 5 keepers. So.
Well, I understand you had a good fishing partner today.
I sure did. Sure did. Didn't have all that mouth back there today.
Surely not.
Surely so.
Oh, you mean you had a peaceful day on the water?
I had a peaceful day on the water.
I bet it.
I tell you what, his son fishes a lot quieter than he does.
Now we're speaking of Judd Mallory's son fished with Mud Puppy today. We all had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time. Caught a lot of fish and it was real good. So,
well, thank you for coming out supporting Hunter Carmichael's event. This event money for Vanderbilt. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a great thing. Good thing for the children. That's why I come out.
Thanks for the interview, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right, got Jim Brewer with me. Jim, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
How these Durhamats coming out on these boats?
They're turning out really well.
I know every boat we get in, we're seeing it, so you must be doing an awful good job.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Hope they're lasting for everybody and keeping them comfortable.
How was your fishing partner today?
A little crazy, but he did well.
You talking about Judd Mallory now?
We're talking about Judd, yeah.
We're talking about the same person.
I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, we're talking about the same guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He is a really super nice man.
Super. And like I said, a good fisherman, a good guide. Took care of me all day.
Well, there you go, but standing comfortable all day, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
If somebody wants to get in touch with you, how they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me by calling me at 931-320-0607, or you can go to our website, durhamats.net, and for some of these people, pretty much it.
Well, there you go.
Or go on Facebook.
There you go. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you talking to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, what's your name?
Ricky Mallory.
Well, let's talk about your daddy. I used to work for your daddy for years and years. How'd, now wait a minute, you fished with Mud Puppy today, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
It's going to be pretty good. How was your fishing partner?
He was good. He taught me a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff that I've never learned before. It was good.
Well, Mud Puppy, Jeff Wood, he's a good fisherman anyway, and he's really got a lot of knowledge out here on Percy Priest, but both of you guys had a good time today, didn't you?
Yes, sir. It was a good time. Everybody was safe. Wind was a little rough, but yeah, it was a good time. I had a blast.
What was it like competing against your dad?
It's different. That's one of the fewest times I've ever done it. And it was different. It made me want to beat him even more.
Oh, really? Really?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
I mean, just because he's standing over here watching us, I mean, you can say anything you want to. I mean, you know.
Right? Yeah, I definitely wanted to beat him, but I mean, it was a good time. Even though we didn't catch what we wanted, it was still a good time.
Well, thanks for coming out supporting Hunter Carmichael's event for Vanderbilt, and I'm just kidding you about your dad, but I'm glad you had a good time and glad you got to fish Mud Puppy.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for doing what all y'all have done. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you. There you go, Judd Mallory, son.
To HOPPY'S Lures, you guys have been such a huge support to Fake Sanders from Marina and the HOPPY'S family.
You got this filming. Are you going to coach him?
They've asked us for nothing.
Judd, are you going to coach this man?
He's the one to coach me.
Oh, he is. I mean, during this interview.
He's a man. For seeking that sponsorship. Tim and Cinnamon Turrentine,
you got us going. Sir, what's your name?
David Bell.
Well, I wanted to ask you just in case I forgot later. How'd you do today, David?
I think we had right at 12 pounds. Biggest fish we had was probably a 3-pound smallmouth. Everything else just around 2 pounds, 2 1/4, something like that.
I seen you posted on Facebook a while back. You had your son out here fishing. You been teaching him how to bass fish?
Oh yeah, he turned 9 this year. We do a lot of pond fishing. I bring him over here to the lake about twice a month and put him in a boat. But I take him over to a cousin of mine's pond that's been stocked, so he gets a lot of action there, and show him different baits and things like that. Just bringing him along slowly. Whatever he wants to do, that's what we do.
Well, it's good in a pond because that way he'll know how to handle the fish with the lures there when he gets out here, so he'll know how it is when they hit. But I haven't seen you a while. Have you been doing okay?
Yeah, I've been doing good. you know, I work out there at Nissan. We've been pretty busy, working a lot of overtime. I've been out here about maybe 2 days a week, and then usually fish tournaments on Saturday, whatever's going on out here.
Well, thanks a lot for coming out supporting Vanderbilt, Hunter Carmichael, and this fundraiser for raising money for Vanderbilt. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a great tournament. I mean, you know, fish for $2,000. I mean, how many tournaments come in here and you're going to fish for $2,000? And great organization they got. Do a lot for the kids in Vanderbilt Hospital there. Got a lot of items out here donated throughout the businesses in the community. So a lot of good support here and stuff. We appreciate you coming out.
Well, I appreciate you coming out. But anyway, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have you got all three of us in here real good? Sir, what's your name?
Chad Fulgham.
And what about your fishing partner?
Tad Jenkins.
What about him? Is he a good fishing partner?
The Tad Jenkins, right?
All right. Next one, what are we giving away here?
Dad, what were you talking about a while ago earlier? You won this event today, didn't you?
Yes, I did. We had 5 smallmouth, weighed 1980 something and some change. Big fish, big smallmouth was 5.5 pounds.
Okay, we're gonna call the number.
What were you?
He
It said something earlier. What did the Athens paper?
Ready?
Yeah, Athens paper is going to match the winnings and donate the $2,000 to match the winning check back to in Mac's name to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
That's really good. That's really exciting.
I really think, like fishermen, you know, if we work hard out here, you know, we do this to try and win a little money and have fun and stuff. So, you know, I think you ought to, if you're capable of matching the money, then you know, try and do something good for the cause.
Try to do something good for the cause. What's it like fishing with this pro bass fisherman over here?
Oh, shoot. We've been fishing together for a long, long time, so I'm used to it.
How long y'all been fishing?
Goodness gracious. At least 16 years.
Really?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, have you, was a teaching event this way or that way, or how was that?
We work pretty good together, so, you know, it goes both ways.
Absolutely.
Well, every time he's out here, he's always catching these big smallmouth. I don't understand how you catch them, but Tad, you've always done real good out here.
Well, I live on the banks of the lake, so that makes it pretty easy to go sometimes. But this year's been the best year for smallmouth we've had in a long time. Had several fish weighed in our tournaments that are 6 pounds plus. One last weekend was 6.5 pounds.
All right.
And we, you know, several 5s. So our smallmouth are making a comeback. I feel like our lakes are staying clear, and our smallmouth like that, and they're having some good spawns. They can spawn a little deeper and stuff, and it really works out for them versus the water staying high and muddy, which is more of a largemouth situation.
Well, thanks for taking time to talk to us again. I appreciate it.
Thanks, sir. We appreciate what you do, buddy. Ain't nothing like it.
Well, thanks, and
thank you.
Thanks for watching out for him when he's out there.
Hey, we do what I can do.
All right, there's Tad Jenkins. Thank you. All right, folks, they're giving away all the prizes over here today with this Hunter Carmichael's max size bass tournament here at Faith Sanders Marina. And folks, we're going to take a little break, and I want you to check my friends out over here at Mid-10 Forward. If you need a truck to pull these boats around, y'all need to go see my friends at Mid-10 Forward. We'll be right back.
5851.
My family's been selling Fords for 4 generations.
We have the full line of Ford crossovers, transits, SUVs, and F-Series here at Mid-10 Ford. The F-150 is still the best-selling truck in America, and we have Super Duty pickups to fit your business or personal needs. Visit Mid-10 Ford's Power Stroke Diesel Parts and Service Center. We're your Ford Commercial Vehicle Center.
Let our family take care of your family here at Mid-10 Ford.
Chris, how you doing today?
Well, we had a little over 13 pounds. We had the big spotted bass of the day, so that money's going to go back to the foundation.
Well, I appreciate you coming out, taking your time to weigh the fish in and helping them out.
Well, that's something that I've done for several years. I really now just concentrate on benefit tournaments, helping them out. It's a fun thing I like to do. Plus, it keeps me active with all the other fishermen around town.
Well, I appreciate you coming out doing that. We had a big turnout, and I just want to thank you myself, Chris.
Thank you very much, Herb. You have a good day.
Chris Sykes, thank you very much. I got Kevin Meach with me. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Herb. How are you today?
Pretty good. What circuit? You've been fishing a lot of bigger circuits, hadn't you?
Yeah, fishing the FLW Costa Series, Central Division. So we've got Kentucky Lake coming up June the 8th through the 10th.
Well, you've been fishing all these big events. Hadn't got to see you, but I bet they're fun events, aren't they?
it's a lot of fun getting to travel a lot, fish with a bunch of great guys. So speaking of which, on May the 21st, they're going to have a benefit tournament out here called the Cavity Classic for Dayton Blair to get his front tooth. And Jimbo actually won a kayak, and I think he's going to fish out of the kayak this year.
Really? Jimbo going to fish out of this kayak, and I've got to see that.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting to see it.
Oh, I want to get Jimbo over here to talk about it.
Yeah, you need to ask Jimbo about it next. And so it ought to be a good event and raise some money for Dayton's Tooth.
Well, you know, I've followed you around. You've done a whole lot with the professional bass industry, fishing a lot of these bigger circuits, and I just want, you know, I'm real proud of you to do that. But you was over in Arkansas a while back fishing, wasn't you?
Yeah, Dardanelle.
Now, what tournament was that?
That was the FLW on Dardanelle, and part of the Costa Series. So tough tournament, but I had a great time. It's a good lake.
Well, you get to meet a lot of good people, don't you?
It is. It is. It was a different lake, and we had a lot of weather and fronts come through, and so it changed things tremendously. It was just tough to get on a good bite.
Well, thank you for coming by and talking to me. I always appreciate it.
Thank you, Herb. I appreciate it.
All right, there you go, Kevin Meeks. Jimbo, I understand you won a kayak.
Yes, sir, I surely did.
And you gonna be bass fishing out of this kayak?
I don't think something like that will be able to let me get in the kayak.
10 minutes on the
I just wondering, I didn't know if maybe Dayton might throw you a rope and pull you behind the boat.
May try that, but more likely it's going to go to one of my young ones are probably going to want it.
There you go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Good? They're bidding off a fishing rod. What kind is it?
I have no idea.
Do you think it'd catch fish?
Well, if Mr. Jenkins was on the other end of it, it would. But with me on the end of it, it's not going to catch any fish.
I talked to your son about his fishing partner today.
Well, his fishing partner said that was the quietest he's ever been in his boat.
Well, that's what I got from the interview earlier.
And I think he was referring to me.
You think so?
Well, that hurts.
Yeah, it just hurt my feeling when you said that.
It hurt mine too.
Well, you had fun today, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
I had fun talking to you.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Hey, like a good Christmas gift for somebody?
Jacob, are we having fun?
Oh yeah, having a great time out here, making a lot of money.
Well, just raise a lot of money for a good cause, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
So I got to. I didn't get to meet your mom and dad down here, but I did get to talk to Hunter's dad a little bit earlier today. Have you had a lot of fun?
We've had a great time. My kids have loved it, and it's been a good day.
Well, now you know we need a babysitter. You bring out a little baby by. We'll take her.
There you go. We can do it. That'll be perfect.
Well, thanks for coming out, showing up, and and helping us out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, folks, we're still at the Hunter Carmichael fishing event for Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. We do want to thank again Faith Santa's Marina for hosting this event. It was a big turnout today. And HOPPY'S Harbor Grill, they've been cooking down there all day for all these folks. Just want to thank y'all again for hosting this event.